call it a day. Hi, it's me, Glam with Sam. Ignore the background. I tried to put like a backdrop thing up and it's not big enough, so it looks wanky. Anyways, so ignore that. I know it's been a while since I did my last video. I'm horrible with videos. It is so bad, but I did record this video, but I ended up messing up on it, so this is my second take on it. So let's just see how this one goes, and if it comes out good, then you guys will be seeing this. So today's video is about hygiene. I know it's something that not a lot of people feel comfortable asking other people about, so I figured, why don't I just make a video on it? And so I put on my Instagram, ask me any questions about it, and I have them. So I'm not gonna waste any time on some weird intro or whatever, so I'm just gonna go right into it. So the very first question I got was, how do you know if you have a yeast infection and how to deal with them? So when it comes to stuff like that, as in like yeast infections and UTIs, you know you have it. Well, you could also, you know, go get checked, but you also know because the symptoms do include itching, burning, foul odor, and unusual discharge. So I would highly recommend going to go get checked to make sure you have one, but sometimes you just know. Everyone gets one anytime in their life. There's a lot of reasons for it. The ones that I know mostly for is tight fitting clothes or not cleaning right. There's a lot, but to prevent it and to treat it, make sure you wear cotton underwear or even cotton thongs that aren't super tight, because tight fitting clothes do lead to it. So it's best to not wear super tight ones. When it comes to dealing with it and all of that, I personally think what works is drinking a lot of cranberry juice. Like that big old, those gallon ones, try to finish it maybe like in a week. So drink only cranberry juice, only water, eat lots and lots of yogurt, like a lot of yogurt. Also, these drinks are really good. The yogurt smoothie with probiotics. I don't know if you guys will see it, but probiotics is something that does help with it. So I do recommend these. They're not gross either, so it's not like something that you're like, oh, I have to drink this. No, but those are some things that can help get rid of them and prevent them as well. The next question I got was how to keep yourself fresh, clean, and smelling good in your down there. So let's just start with a shower. When you go into the shower, I personally like to use Dove bar soap. You could either use the original or the sensitive skin, depending on which one works best for you. I go through back and forth. It don't really matter for me, but I like to use that to clean down there. And when you clean, I mean, you could use your fingers, but I would also suggest getting a little microfiber towel, the white ones, and just putting the soap and rubbing it all up on there and getting it all soapy and then cleaning down there in between and everything. After that, I clean it off, and I like to go in. There's a lot of mixed opinions when it comes to like feminine wash. I know there's a lot of opinions, and I'm one of them who said you only need soap and water, but sometimes, you know, you just want to smell just a little extra good. So I try not to use anything crazy. I feel like for me, Summer's Eve is too strong and too harsh for me. That's just me. But I found this one from FDS, which is my favorite brand so far for feminine hygiene, and this is the Intimate+Body cleansing wash in the scent coconut milk. It looks like this. You get this at Walmart for, I don't know, like $3-4, but this one smells so good. You could go in with this and just, you know, soap it all up and let it, you know, kind of marinate, and then you just wash it off. And if you want to if you want to, you could go in one more time with the Dove soap and you are squeaky clean. So now it's coming out of the shower. I think I left it over there. But when you come out of the shower, you want to make sure that you dry yourself down there super good. You have like a lot of moisture down there, and now you're adding to the moisture, and it's just leading to yeast infections, UTIs, stuff like that. So what you want to do is just dry yourself down there, and then if you want, I don't have it with me, but the same brand, the FDS, they have a feminine spray, and I like the cucumber and green tea, I think it is. But what you could do if you want, I don't usually do this too often, but you could just spray one time on your underwear and call it a day, and you'll just be smelling good. But make sure throughout the day you do clean yourself. When you go to the bathroom, you know, one or two, just make sure you keep yourself clean down there. I would suggest cleaning with wipes too. So say you go to the bathroom, clean up, get a wipey, and then clean down there real quick, you know, a couple wipes, and then go with toilet paper just to not keep yourself moist. I hate that word, but I don't know what else to say. So that's what I would suggest, to keep yourself clean down there, and to just keep smelling fresh. And you just have to keep up with it. It's all about maintenance, so you have to just keep up with it. You can't just throw in something, throw it on, and call it a day and you're good for 24 hours. No, you have to keep up with it, basically. Also, I'm gonna put this question into one. Also, when it comes to discharge, because that does come with smelling good and keeping clean and fresh and dry and all of that, everyone gets it. Let me start off by saying that everyone gets it. It's not something that is gross. It is your body's way of cleaning itself. And I know some people have just a little bit, and I know some people that have way too much that they have to change their whole entire underwear. So what I would suggest is this. It's the Vagisil Daily Intimate Powder. Just sprinkle a little of this on your underwear, or you could just sprinkle a little bit on your hand and pat it up in your little lady parts, and you'll stay dry. Also, I would suggest, if you do have like a really bad problem and that's not helping at all either, you could use a little panty liner to put in your underwear, so you could just change it every time you go to the bathroom, just to keep yourself dry, and you know, you won't be able to smell it. Just keep, you know, just basically what I said with keeping yourself clean, but adding the powder and a liner. But if it does get to a point where it is too much to handle and it is a lot than you would think, I would suggest going to your doctor or wherever you go to get yourself checked. The next is smelling good for your body. So that one's pretty easy. All you have to do, I would suggest, is when you go into the shower to use a super good smelling body wash. Wash yourself 2 to 3 times. I know it's really excessive, but it gets the smell on there. I don't really have a specific body wash that I use. You could use whatever you like, as long as it has a really good smell. And then when you get out the shower, you lather yourself with a matching lotion and body mist or perfume, and then you put another layer of lotion, and then the body mist and perfume if you want the scent to stay pretty strong all day. I left them over there, but the body mist, because I'm not someone who uses too much perfume. I don't know why. I love body mist. But the Bath and Body Works Into the Night one, that is a super strong smelling body mist that is going to make you smell good all day. Like, it is so strong and it is so good. Another one I like personally is the Pink Chiffon. It's actually a retired fragrance, so you have to buy that one online. But I love the smell of that one. It's like a cotton candy kind of smell, and I love sweet stuff like that. But so those are the 2 I like. I've also been using the Ariana Grande the Cloud perfume. That one smells super good too. I think that's something everyone can use because it's a sweet smell, but it's not an overbearing one. It smells super good. So it's basically that, just lotion, body mist, and then just layer it. So for the next question, it is how to make your downstairs lighter. Now here's the thing, I personally don't have that I don't want to say problem because it is not a problem. I would just say concern. I don't have that concern with mine because mine, I just don't have to worry about that for myself. But I do know others who really are insecure about it. And I just want to say right off the bat, like, it's not something to be insecure about. It is not something to be ashamed about. Everyone is different. Like, everyone is different, especially down there. It's not something you should focus on too much. If that's how you were made, you were made. You know, but I do know it causes problems for people, and they do wish it was lighter because some of us are so caught up in the social media thing that we see other people and we're like, we have to look like them. You don't, but I understand that it could be a problem for others. So like I said, I personally don't have that concern, but I have read and I've done some research just for this specific video that a lot of people suggest doing to exfoliate and to also there is another, I think there's some cream or something, I'm not really sure, but please be cautious on what you put down there because it is very sensitive and there's not a lot of stuff that should be down there. But I know there is a scrub, I believe it was honey, sugar, and something else, honey, sugar, and lemon. I think that's what it was. And supposedly that helps lighten it down there. I'm not exactly sure how many times a day, how long, but I do know that that is supposed to help. You could do more research if you want, or if you don't want to do the research and you want to just ask me like, hey Sam, can you find more remedies? I just put it in the comments and I will link as many as I can. But that's all I have to say for that one. The next thing is birth control. Now this is something that a lot of people have different opinions on, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say my opinion on it. So me personally, I have been on it, not now, but before I was on it for about 5 years, and then I ended up getting off just because I just don't want my body to have something like that for so long, because I have read that if you're on it for so long, it could prevent you from having kids in the future, and I of course want a bazillion. But basically, I went on it because I had really bad period cramps, like super bad. I had to go to the doctor because it was insane on how horrible these cramps were. There's a lot of things that I read that could help, and birth control was one of them. So I looked into which birth controls there were, and from the top of my head, I know that there is the depot shot, the pills, the implant, the patch, and I think there's a ring that goes inside you as well. I ended up trying both the patch and the shot. My experience with the shot was horrible. It made me bleed every single day for 3 whole months. Every single day, like a heavy period for 3 months every day. And it was the worst. I would not go back on it for nothing. And it had a lot of hormones in it, which kind of just made me crazy. So I don't know, but if the shot works for you, it works for you. Everyone's different. Everyone likes different birth control. You just have to see which one fits right for you and test them out as well. But the one that I've always stuck to and has always been good to me and it's perfect is the patch. It's literally just a little square, and you put it on either your shoulder, your lower, kind of like, I don't know what this is called, but where you get your cramps at. You could stick it right there. You could stick it on your butt. I think that might be all the places. I'm not entirely sure. But it's a little patch, and you put it on and you leave it on for a whole week, and once that week's done, you put a new one and you do that for 3 weeks, and on your 4th week you don't wear any patch, and that's the week you get the period. I personally like it because it didn't give me a lot of hormones. It wasn't hard to keep up with. It was easy for me. I liked it, me personally, but like I said, it's all about what you guys want and like. Now I know I got a question about what age you should be getting on birth control, and there is no specific age. Just make sure you talk to your parents or a doctor to see what's right for you. I got on when I think maybe I was 15, I want to say, and I was on it for 5 years after. But like I said, it's best to talk to a parent or your healthcare provider to see which fits you best. So the next question I got was shaving your legs. This was a funny question to me because I don't shave my legs too often, but when I do, they do come out pretty smooth actually. When it comes to shaving legs, the first thing you should do is exfoliate your legs. Now you could go and buy an exfoliator from the store, but you could also make one at home just using sugar and honey. That's it. So you just put the sugar, the honey, and you just rub it on your legs, and you just scrub it all over your legs until, I don't know, until you want to stop. I do it for maybe like, I want to say 2 minutes, and then I rinse them off and I go in with the shaving cream. It doesn't really matter with shaving cream. You could use one from the dollar store, you could use one anywhere, but I like to go in with a shaving cream. I put a really thick layer and then I shave my legs. I know a lot of people are really picky when it comes to razors. I'm not picky when it comes to razors. I could use any razor, it works. But I shave my legs, I go in with the razor, and then after I'm done, I rinse it off. And I do all the rest of my body stuff, and the very last thing is I get conditioner and I just put a nice layer of it on my legs, and then I just rinse it off. You could use like a dollar store conditioner so you don't have to use your really good conditioner, but I do like to use conditioner on my legs just because it makes it softer. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I think it comes out super soft. So that's what I have for when it comes to shaving your legs. Another question I got was how to prepare yourself before sex and what to do after sex. Now, when it comes to this topic, I'm just gonna go into it. So before having sex, I would say make sure you are clean down there. Go to the bathroom first, wipe yourself up, use a baby wipe. You should always be carrying baby wipes. Use a baby wipe and clean down there, some toilet paper, dry it up, and then you should be good. Now, when it comes to after, please do not forget at all to go pee, because not peeing is one of the easiest ways to get a UTI. Easiest. So make sure you are peeing every time after you have sex. And also make sure you clean yourself down there after too, because you don't want anything gross down there because you guys were sharing fluids. So you want to make sure you are clean and dry down there. So go back to the bathroom, go pee, use a baby wipe, clean yourself up, get toilet paper, clean yourself up so it's nice and dry, and go in with a little feminine spray and just and then put your underwear on and call it a day. Well, whenever you're doing it. But that's the easiest way to make sure you don't get any infections right after, to make yourself clean and not smell like you just had sex. So that is one of the biggest things I could say. There's not much that you need to do before or after aside from cleaning yourself. Another question I got is, someone asked if there's a certain length you should have your period and how heavy you should bleed. Everyone's period is different. Some people have it for 3 days, super light, and some people have it super long. I get mine for about, I want to say like 8 to 10 days. I get my period and it's heavy and it fucking sucks. But everyone is different. There is no wrong length, there is no right length, there is no amount of blood that is right or wrong as well. Everyone is different, but I would suggest, if you are on your period and to keep yourself clean, is to change your pad every, I believe, 1 to 2 hours, or if it's super heavy, change it out. If you're going to school, because I know this is one of my biggest problems, I would suggest using a tampon and a pad, so that way you don't have any leakage whatsoever, you have no odor coming through at all. And also make sure that when you go to the bathroom, again, use wipies to make sure you clean everything down there, because you don't want any trace of blood down there, just to keep yourself staying clean. And again, with the feminine spray, just a little and then you should be good. It's all about making yourself smell good. I do suggest tampons because when you're walking, it is horrible to feel it come out in your pad. So tampons prevent that feeling of it coming out. But if you are not allowed to wear tampons, or if you are scared, that is okay. Just stick with the pads if that is comfortable, or you're not allowed to use a tampon. Stick with the pad. It's fine. Just make sure you keep changing it every so often and you keep yourself clean down there. I think that was pretty much it for all of the questions. I feel like I might have missed some. I'm not entirely sure. I wrote them down, so I went through the questions, but I feel like I needed to say more. I'm not sure if I went through this too fast or not, but like I said, if you have a specific question that I did not answer, or you want me to elaborate on an answer I said, go ahead and comment below and I will be more than happy to answer any questions you have, because I know how hard it is to have all these questions about feminine hygiene and not have someone to ask and talk to it about. Does that make sense? Talk with it about. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that is it for today's video. I'm hoping to do another video soon. I have a few ideas in mind, but I just really wanted to get this video down because it was the hardest one to record. I'm not sure why. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys learned something from it, or yeah, learned something from it, because I did not do this for you guys not to learn anything. But that is it. Make sure you like this video. Dislike it if you want to. It's okay. I know not everyone's gonna like this. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more of me, but I will warn you, I do not post too often because I'm horrible when it comes to recording videos. But go ahead and subscribe if you do want to end up seeing me whenever I post. And like I said, go ahead and comment whatever questions you have, and that is it. So thank you for watching. Bye.